see here, today we see, today we people are going to discuss. Okay. See, actually, what I said in our previous class, actually, there are two types of projects. There are two types of projects. Okay, there are two types of projects. Here, the first one is what? First one is MP. MP means what? It's a migration project. MP is nothing but it's a migration project. Okay, MP is nothing but migration project. And one more thing here, the point is, okay, here the point is, okay, we just have the, we just a little bit information only we discussed in our previous class. Next, second one is IP. IP means what? It's a implementation project. IP means what? It's a implementation project. Okay, see here, see in our previous class we discussed, see here, okay, sidecar scenario. Just a little bit information we discussed about the sidecar scenario. See here, sidecar scenario. See here. See, and actually, see here, I'm going to say here, see, in migration project, how it would be means, see, first of all, for example, here is a purchase. See, this is a ECC. It is one system. Our ABAP application is one system. This is what HANA database. Both are in different systems. So, for example, see here is a purchasing order report in our ECC system. This purchasing order report executing based on the Oracle database. When the purchasing order executing based on the Oracle database, when the purchasing order executing based on the Oracle database, then the performance was decreased. So my client asked me, Anil Krishna, just try to run this purchasing order number on the HANA database. If I say honestly, if I run the purchasing order report on the HANA database, 100% performance will increase, no doubt at all. 100% the performance will increase, no doubt at all. But the point is what? We can't directly run our purchasing order report, that means our ABAP application on HANA database. Why means our ABAP application is one system. HANA database is in another system. Both are in different systems. If the both are in different systems, we can't execute the purchasing order report on the HANA database. So what we people will do, first of all, the first step, what we need to do, instead of the purchasing order report, which database tables we used, that database tables existed in HANA database or not. We people will check. The first step is what? First step is database table checking. When I checked, those database tables are not existed. Actually, if the tables are not existed, we should not create those tables inside of the HANA database, because in migration project we should not create tables directly here. What we need to do, we need to replicate. See, actually, those tables are in, for example, in Oracle, EKK1, DKPro. These tables we need to replicate into the HANA database. This is the second step. We need to replicate. That is the database table data we need to replicate into the HANA database. How we people can replicate? Actually, if I say honestly, SLT or Birds consultant, these people will replicate the data from other database to HANA database with the help of particular methods. But as an ABAPer, we also can replicate the data from other database to HANA database. How means? First of all, we need to execute the table, and then the table data we download into the Excel file. Once we download the data into the Excel file, that Excel file data we need to import into the HANA database. Once you import the data into the HANA database, into the HANA database. Okay, once you import the data into the HANA database, then your HANA database having the table. Your HANA database having the table data. So the third point is what? Third point is here. Third point is here. Third step is once you replicate the data into the HANA Studio, once you replicate the table data into the HANA Studio, then see inside of the purchasing order report, which database calculations you applied, which database calculations you did using the ABAP code. Using the ABAP code, which type of database calculations, see, using the ABAP code, which type of database calculations you performed. All those database calculations you need to apply, okay, you need to apply inside of the HANA database using the native SQL queries. Using the native SQL queries. Here using C, here third step is what you need to do the DC. DC means what? Database calculation, database table calculations. Previously, we people will do the database calculations in ABAP application using the ABAP code. Now it's not okay. Now what we need to do? Which database calculations we did? All those database calculations we need to remove. Okay, we need to remove from the ABAP application. Those database calculations we need to apply using the native SQL on the HANA database. Then later, the fourth step is what? Once we did the calculations, okay, then what we need to do is we need to create a view. In the HANA database, the fourth step is what? We need to create a view. Once we create the view, which database calculations we did, the database calculation result, we need to pass into the view. Actually, in ABAP, okay, actually, in ABAP, actually in ABAP, what we people will do? In ABAP, select star from Mara into table internal table. That means we people will send the data into the internal table. But here in HANA Studio, in HANA database, there is no internal table. Instead of the internal table, we people will pass the data into the view. Now this view having the data. Now this view having the output data. Okay. See the next step is what? When you call the view, then only we people will get the output. Then only we people will get the output. But who needs to call the view? Okay, who needs to call the view which is in HANA database? Our ABAP application need to call. Our ABAP application need to call. But how the ABAP application will call? Okay, how it will call? Actually, this ABAP application is in one system. HANA database is in another system. Both are in different systems. If the both are in different systems, how our ABAP application will call the view? How it will call? Yes. How means yes. There is a interface ADBC. ADBC. With the help of the ADBC, ADBC is nothing but ADBC means it's A means ABAP, DB means database, C means connectivity. That means ADBC means it's a ABAP database connectivity or connection. By using this ADBC connection, our ABAP application will call the view which is in the HANA, okay, which is in the HANA database. When we call the HANA view, we people will get the output. Okay, see, this is the cyclical process we need to follow in HANA database. That means in migration project, every day, you need to follow this process only. Okay, clear up to this? Clear or having any doubt? Up to this clear or having any doubt? You people are clear or having any doubt? If you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay, and next, see here. Today onwards, we are going to start the practicals. Okay, here first of all, we people will discuss the end-to-end migration project. Once we complete that migration project, then after we people will go for the implementation part. The first one is we are going to the migration part. The migration project, what is the first requirement? First step is, okay, see here. I'm going to show you my project related table. See here. Actually, in my project, I have a table ZCNB. It's a customer invoice table. In my project, I have the table ZCINV. This is what project related table. And this is a project related table. See, my client asked me, Anil Krishna, this is okay. This is in ECC. This table is in ECC. You please try to replicate into the HANA Studio. Okay, clear the point. Did you people get the requirement? Did you people get the requirement here? See, actually, this table is in ECC. I need to replicate this table into the HANA database. I need to replicate into the HANA database. Okay, see, did you people get the point? See, here this table is ZCNV. This table I need to replicate into the HANA database. How can I replicate this table into the HANA database? First point. And second point, see, if you want to replicate, before that, what you need to do, whether see, before going to replicate, whether this table ZCNV, whether this table, but see here, I want to see here, the point is what, I need to replicate the date table. For example, it is in Oracle, that is ECC. We need to replicate into the HANA Studio. There's a second step. What is the first step? Which table you want to replicate? That table is existed inside of the HANA database or not? You need to check it. First point is what? The first point is database table checking. Which see, the first point is database table checking. Okay, here the first point is database table checking. Which database table? Okay, here the point is database table checking. Here the see here, which database table you want to replicate into the HANA Studio? Okay, which see here, which database table you want to replicate? Which database you okay, which database table you want to replicate into your HANA Studio? That okay, the database table. That database table, okay. Before going to replicate, you need to check into the HANA Studio. You need to check into the HANA Studio whether the table is existed or not. You need to check. Today, we people are going to discuss these 2 points. First point is what our main intention is replicating the replicating the table from Oracle database to HANA database. Replicating the table from Oracle database to HANA database. Before that, what we need to do in HANA Studio, in HANA database, we need to check whether the table is existed or not. Okay, see here. Okay. See here, the point is we people are going to check. See, see today requirement is what actually requirement is what replicating. Okay. Replicating SAP database table into HANA database. This is the requirement. See, so see here for this requirement, solution is what? For this requirement, solution is the first step is okay. We need to first step we need to check. We need to check the SAP database table. Okay, SAP database table before replicate into HANA database. Okay, the next step. Second step is if there is no table, then only we need to replicate. Then only we need to replicate. Okay. Okay. See, this is the requirement, and before going to discuss about the requirement, I'll give some introduction regarding the HANA Studio. Okay. See, actually, in HANA Studio, okay, we people can see more than 10 perspectives. Okay, in HANA Studio, we people can see more than 10 perspectives. Here you can ask me the question, Anil Krishna. Here you can ask me the question, Anil Krishna, what is the perspective? Perspective is nothing but screen. In ABAP, we could see in ABAP we people are calling screens, right? Object navigator screen, ABAP editor screen, data dictionary screen. That means we are using the word screen. Okay, in HANA, instead of the word screen, we need to call it a perspective. Okay, we need to call it a perspective. That's it. See, in HANA Studio, we people can see more than 10 perspectives. We people can see more than 10 perspectives. But here the point is what? Out of, see here, out of 10 perspectives, as a ABAP on HANA consultant, we people will use 4 types of perspectives only, mainly 4 types of perspectives only. Or see, as a ABAP on HANA consultant, we people are going to use the 4 types of perspectives only. We people are going to use the 4 types of perspectives only. We people are going to use the 4 types of perspectives only. Okay, you can ask me, Anil Krishna, what about the remaining perspectives? Yeah, remaining perspectives will be used by other consultants like BW consultants, basis consultants. Those people will take care of that. Okay, see here, as a ABAPer, okay, as an ABAPer, we people are going to use 4 perspectives. Other basis people, they use 4 or 5 perspectives. Other BW people, they use 4 or 5 perspectives, like that. Okay, see which type of perspectives we people will use. Perspective is nothing but screens. In HANA Studio, we people are going to use mainly 4 types of perspectives. The first one is SAP HANA Admin Console. SAP HANA Admin Console. HANA Admin Console. Okay, HANA Admin. See, SAP HANA Administration Console or Admin Console. Both are same. Okay. And the second one is SAP HANA Modeler. And third one is SAP HANA Development. SAP HANA Development. And the fourth one is ABAP perspectives. And the fourth one is ABAP perspective. And the fourth one is ABAP perspective. See, mainly as a ABAP on HANA consultant, we people will use these 4 types of perspectives only. We people will use these 4 types of perspectives only. Okay, we people will use these 4 types of perspectives only. Okay, and see here, and out of 10 perspectives, as a ABAP on HANA consultant, we people will use the 4 types of perspectives only. And see, in these 4 types of perspectives, this ABAP, see here, HANA Admin Console, this SAP HANA Admin Console is the default perspective. It's a default perspective. It's a default screen. Okay, for all the people, that is for ABAPers, for all the consultants. Okay, for all the BW consultants, for all the basis people, for all the ABAPers, for all the, see, in the entire HANA Studio. See, in the entire HANA Studio, we have more than 10 perspectives. For all, see, in that more than 10 perspectives, which perspective is the default? Which perspective is the default perspective means yes. SAP HANA Admin Console is the default perspective. SAP HANA Admin Console is the default perspective. Okay, clear? Up to this clear? Or you people have any doubt? Up to this clear or having any doubt? Up to this clear or having any doubt? Okay. See here. Okay. See here, the point is, okay. Now let's see. Now let's go practically. Okay. So see here. I'm going to show you how to open the HANA Studio, all those things. Actually, I think all you people have the idea about the remote desktop. Remote desktop. See here, first of all, you just try to click on the start button. If you click on the start button, you can see the remote desktop connection. For example, if you not find it, then you try to enter the keyword MSTSC. Okay, just try to enter the keyword MSTSC. Then automatically remote desktop will come. Then just click on it. Once you click on it, remote desktop will appear like this. Here, okay, you just try to provide the computer IP. See which IP you will receive from the organizers about the access. See this computer IP and username, password, everything you'll receive from the organizers. Okay, so here I'm going to specify here. Second, just 1 second. I forgot the IP. 1 second. This is yeah. Just try to and see here. Try to specify the username and password. Try to specify the username and password. See here, I'm going to specify the username. 1 second here. Oh no. Just 1 second. Okay. I just provide the username and password and click on enter button. Let's see here actually. Okay, this actually just it was open. I'll do one thing. I'll close it. Just 1 second. From the bin, I will show you. 1 second, please wait. See here. Okay, see here you can see the desktop like this. Okay, once you get it, you just try to double click on it. Okay, once you double click, it will open. Once you double click it, see this is the HANA Studio, this is the ECC. First, you try to double click on the HANA Studio. Once you double click on the HANA Studio, see here the HANA Studio is going to open. When you click on the HANA Studio, initially it will take a few seconds of the time. Okay, so here the point, this is the HANA Studio. This is the HANA Studio. And one more thing here, in this HANA Studio, I said what I said, okay, in this HANA Studio, what I said here, we have more than 10 perspectives, right? So see here, what I said here, we have, see here, we have more than 10 perspectives. I will show you that perspectives here first. Once you enter into the HANA, okay, once you enter into the HANA Studio, okay, if you want to see the perspectives, that means the screens, just through the option, click on the window. Okay, just click on the window and then click on the perspectives and then click on the open perspectives and then click on other. See, if you want to see the perspectives, that means if you want to see the, if you want to see the screens, okay, that means perspectives. If you want to see the perspectives, then click on Windows, perspective, open perspective, click on others. When you click, see here, all these are the perspectives. See here, you can see. That means the screens, all these are the perspectives. But as an ABAPer, we people are going to use it. As see here, SAP HANA Admin Console and SAP HANA Development and SAP HANA Modeler and ABAP perspectives. These four perspectives only we people are going to use in our project. You people can ask me, Anil Krishna, what about the other perspectives? See, other perspectives, see, BW people can use 3 or 4 perspectives. Integration people, they can use 3 or 4 perspectives. Okay, some Java related things, some UEFI theory, those people can use someone. Okay, so here the point is what, as an ABAP on HANA consultant, we people are going to use ABAP perspective, SAP HANA Modeler and Development and Modeler. These 4 perspectives only we people will use. Okay, clear the point? See, now here the point is what, we no need to going to cancel. Okay, just see through the option. See here, click on Windows, click on Perspectives, click on Open Perspectives, click on Others. Then the perspective screen open. Which perspective you need, that perspective you can select and click on Open. Okay, and see, I'll show you the shortcut. See here, here you can see here, this is what Open Perspective. Click on it. This is a shortcut. Okay, clear? Okay, clear. And see, just I shown you the perspectives. Okay, okay. And one more thing, see here, our requirement is what? See, and what I said, this is SAP HANA Admin Console is the default perspective. Okay, in this SAP HANA Admin Console, okay, what we people can do is, so we people can do the data testing. We people can do the data testing. For example, if there is a database table is existed or not, inside of the HANA database, whether the particular table is existed or not, we people will check it. And at the same time, we people can do the temporary calculations also here. Temporary calculations. Okay, temporary calculations. And see, in SAP HANA Admin Console, if you apply any calculations, so those calculations are the temporary calculations only. Once you calculated anything, that calculated result, it won't store. We can't save the result. We can't save the calculated results inside of the SAP HANA Admin Console because it's a temporary memory. See, inside of the internal table, we people can do some calculations. But inside of the internal table, we can't save the data permanently, right? Because it's a temporary memory area. Similarly, here also, in SAP HANA Admin Console is the default perspectives. By using this default perspective, so okay, we people can test the data and we people can do the temporary calculations only. Okay, clear? Up to this clear or having any doubt? Brother Isnur and Prasad Garu and brother Rajesh and Suresh, you people are clear? Okay. Now see here. Now our requirement is what? Our requirement is replicating the SAP database table from HANA database to from RP database to HANA database. First step is what? We need to check the SAP table. Okay, we need to check the SAP table before going to replicate. Before replicate. Okay, not replace, replicate. Okay, before going to replicate. Okay, before going to replicate into the HANA database, we need to check whether the SAP table is exist or not. See here, what I said here just now, if you want to check any database tables or any temporary calculations, where you can check it in SAP HANA Admin Console. In SAP HANA Admin Console only, we people can test the data and we people can do the temporary calculations. So I'm going to open this SAP HANA Admin Console and I will check whether the table is there. See which table? This is ZCINV table. Okay. This ZCINV table is existed or not. We people will check it first step. Okay. Now see here. See, once you open the HANA Studio, you can see here. This is a HDB. It's a HANA database connect. See, this is what HANA database schema. Best is the schema. Best is my own schema. You people can also create your own schema also. Actually, in ABAP, if you are going to create any program, you can save inside of the program, right? Similarly, here also in HANA Studio, in HANA database also, if you are going to create anything inside of the HANA database, you need to create a schema. Instead of the schema, you need to specify the package something. Okay. So see here, and see, I'll tell you in further in coming classes how to create our own schema. Best is my own schema. You also can create your own schema. That we people will discuss in coming classes, not now. Okay, you don't need for it. Okay, and see here the schema is what it's a HANA database schema is what it's a gray color. Gray color means what? This HANA Studio was now HANA database was not connected. This HANA database was not connected. This HANA database was not connected. This HANA database was not connected. If the HANA database was not connected, we need to connect it. How can I connect means, okay, right click on the HANA database schema, then click on the log on, or else just try to double click on it. Just try to double click on. Once you double click, then it will ask you the username and password. Then it will ask you the username and password. So you just try to provide the username. Then you just try to provide the username and password. See here my username is Pester. Password you need to provide. See, you will receive the username and password, everything from the organizers. Okay, they will provide the server access. Okay, you don't need to worry. Once you provide, see, then HANA database was expanded. Here, HANA database was expanded. Okay, here HANA database was expanded. Here HANA database was expanded, and you can see under the HANA database. Okay, under the just 1 second. Okay, now see here HANA database was, once you provide the credentials, then HANA database was connected. See here, if you see here green color, okay, if you see the HANA database schema in green color, then the meaning is what this HANA database was connected. See, under the HANA database, you can see different folders like backup, catalog, provisioning, content, and security. Okay, we people will discuss that one. Okay, we people okay, we people will discuss. Okay, we people will discuss that one by one. You don't need to worry. Once see here, see now till now what we discussed, just we connect to the HANA database. Just we connect to the HANA database. Then what I need to do, the first step is what, see this ZCINV table is existed or not. Okay, this ZCINV table, this ZCINV table existed or not, I need to check. Where I need to check? In SAP HANA admin console. Why we are going to especially open that SAP HANA admin console perspective? Why means, in SAP HANA admin console perspective, we people can test the data and we people can do the temporary calculations. And moreover, this SAP HANA admin console is a default perspective. That's why. Okay. So see here. See here, click on the Windows, click on perspectives, click on open perspectives, click on others. Then see here, SAP HANA admin console. Select and click on open. Then see here, a new tab will open. Okay, see here. Okay, see here. Once now see here the flight symbol is highlighted. Flight symbol means what? We are in admin. See here the flight symbol is highlighted. If the flight symbol highlighted means what? We are currently in SAP HANA admin console. And see here the point is what I need to test. I need to test whether the table is existed or not. How can I test means, see, select the HANA database schema and click on this open SQL button. Just try to click on this one. When you click on this one, a new tab will open. See here, this is a new tab here. Okay, new tab open. Here you need to write the native SQL query to check whether the tables exist or not. See here, select, start from, okay, ZCINV, semicolon. Actually in ABAP we people will specify at the end of the every statement, we people will specify dot, and see we will specify like this, into table, internal table, IT underscore ZCINV. Okay, but here the point is what, we should not use, okay, we should not, okay, just 1 second. Okay, see here the point is what, okay, here we should not specify the into table, internal table. Why means, this is what HANA Studio, this is a HANA database. In HANA database you can't find the internal table, right? You can find the internal table only in ABAP, so it's not needed. And in HANA we people are going to use the native SQL query, and that SQL queries also will end at, okay, it will end with the semicolon. In ABAP, it's going to end with the dot symbol, right? It's going to end with the every ABAP statement end with the dot symbol. But here not dot symbol. Need to specify semicolon. Then see, select the query and click on the execute button. When you click on execute button, see here I have the table. If the table is existed inside of the, see which table you want to replicate. Okay, before going to replicate the table, just I checked here whether the table is existed or not in HANA Studio, in HANA database. When I checked, yes, there is a table. If you have the table, you don't need to replicate. But today, our main intention, our main first topic is what? Replicating the table. Replicating the table. So that's why we have the table. But even though what I'm doing is, so I'm going to drop the table from the HANA database. See here. That means I'm going to delete it. Okay, drop table and table name ZCIN. See, previously, see here, we saw the data. Okay, when we execute this select query. Now see here, select that, click on this execution button. Now see here, you can see statement drop table ZCN is successfully executed. That means what? Table deleted from this HANA database. If you want, you can select this one, select the select query and click on execute it. Then see here what we got the error. What's that? Invalid table. There is what? Invalid table could not find the table or view ZCINV. The schema best. See, that means what? In this best schema HANA database, there is no table ZCINV. Previously, we have the table. What I did, I just drop the table from the HANA database. So that's why once you drop means what? You deleted the data, table data from this HANA Studio. Now, please just see here. Now, currently, there is no table in my HANA database. Now, currently, there is no table in my HANA database. Okay, currently no table in my HANA database. If there is no table in my HANA database, means what? I need to replicate. I need to replicate. Okay, up to this clear, brother Prasad and brother Rajesh and Suresh and Ishnur. Clear, up to this clear. Now here the point is what? There is no data. There is no, see, now there is no table. There is no table means we need to replicate it. How we are going to replicate? Let's see. Just to see, I'm going to minimize the HANA Studio. I'm going to open the ECC. In ECC, I'm going for S11. Table name ZCINB. Click on display. Once again, before that, what? 1 second. Yeah, see here. This is the table. This table I need to replicate. Okay, this is the table I need to replicate. So just I'm going to executing first. Okay, so here more table. Sorry. Utilities. Table contents and display. Okay, now I'm going to execute this one table. So when I execute, see here, this is the table output. This is the table. It's in ECC. I need to replicate this table output into the HANA Studio. How can I replicate? See what I said. Here what I said. This table data we need to as an ABAP. Actually, this data, this table replication is not our work. It's whose work. This table replication is whose work. This table replication is related to. Okay, this table replication is related to PW consultants works. Sorry. Boards consultant, SLT or boards consultant work. Database table replication is related to boards or SLT consultant work. But sometimes we need to do this we need to replicate the data, not sometimes. 70% of, 70% we also need to do the database table replication into the HANA database. Okay, so as an ABAP on HANA consultant 100% we need to learn how to replicate the data into the HANA database. Okay, how to replicate the data into the HANA database. Okay, so see here, now this table I'm going to download into the Excel file. For example, this output, right? Table output. I'm going to download into the Excel file. See here, click on the spreadsheet. I'm going to download the table data, okay, into the Excel file. I'm going to save on the desktop. See, I'm going to specify ZCIN. Table name and Excel name, everything I'm going to give the same name. If you give the different name, you can give, but if you give the different name, sometimes you will get confused. That's why I'm going to give the same name. Then click on save button. If you click on allow, this table data will be downloaded into the Excel file. If you click on second time allow, okay, the downloaded, see this downloaded Excel file data will get open. See here. See, it's open. Now just try to click on save. See here, this table data only just download into the Excel file, right? Clear. Now what I need to do, okay, this data, this Excel file is in table. See here, ZCNV. Okay, now the point is what, now we need to go for the HANA Studio, HANA database. We need to import. We need to import that Excel file data. Excel file data we need to import means what, Excel having the table output data. That table output data we need to import into this HANA database. How means yes. Click on the file. Click on the file and click on the import option. Click on the file and click on the import option. Once you click on the import option, see here, we need to import that Excel file. See, sometimes you will see like this SAP HANA, okay, you'll get the folder. But here you need to expand this SAP HANA content only. Why means we are going to import some content into the HANA Studio, HANA database. So that's why we need to export this one. And we are going to take the file from this, locally. So that's why we need to select. We need to select data from local file. That Excel file where it was saved on the desktops, right? So we need to select this one, click on next. See, here the point, that Excel file data, we need to import into the, import under the, our HANA database schema best. We need to import under the HANA database schema best. So select it, click on next. Okay, now, see here the point is what, by clicking the browse button, we people can select our Excel file. Click on it. I'm going to select and click on open. See, once you select the Excel file, whether you successfully select the Excel file path or not, how you can get the confirmation? So if you if you select the Excel file path perfectly, the Excel file related sheets, instead of the Excel we have sheet 1, sheet 2, right? That sheet will come here. Then after, see here, this Excel file having the header. The first row is what, headers, right? Mandatory Kunal. It's a header fields, right? So you need to, if you check that checkbox, header exists, then what will happen is the first row of the Excel, will be considered as a header. The first row of the Excel file will be considered as a header fields. Second row is the starting point. That means second row onwards, actual field values will come. Okay. For example, if you click on import all, okay, that entire Excel data you can import. Okay. The next, and if you want to import, for example, 3 and 4 records only, particular records, you need to specify here 3 and here you need to specify 4. That's it, like that. If you want to all, you can specify all. If you want to particular fields, that starting record row number and ending record row number, you need to specify. Okay. The next, we are going to see this Excel file data. We are going to import into the HANA Studio, HANA database. See that Excel file data, we need to send into the particular table. We need to send, see here, the Excel file data I'm going to send into a new table. That new table where we need to create, instead of the HANA Studio, instead of the HANA schema, we need to create the table where we need to see instead of the HANA database, each and everything we need to create to behave. Okay, below of this schema only. My schema is the best. Under this schema, see, we need to select the schema. Under this best schema only, I'm going to provide a new table name here. That is what is ZCINV. ZCNV. And see, okay, it's a new table name. If you want to import the Excel file data into the existing table, then click on this existing radio button. And by selecting this, if you click on the select tables, then you can select the existing tables. For example, see here, click on the select table. All these are the schemas, best schema, expand it. You can see instead of the best schema, you can see the tables. The existing tables you can, okay. But here the point is what I need to create a new table inside of the HANA database to import the Excel file data into the table. And this table, each and every table, okay, we need to create inside of our own schema best only. So click on next. When you click on the next, see here, you can see here, this is very important. You can see here, okay. Okay, you can see here, this is the source file, Excel file data. Here the first one is what Excel file fields. All these are the Excel file fields. These fields are going to replicate into the, what is the target table? Our target table, see here, I see this is our HANA database. Instead of the HANA database, so I mentioned the schema best. This is my own schema. Under the best schema, I'm going to create a new table ZCNV. With this name, I'm going to create it. Inside of this table, I'm going to send all these fields. Okay, I'm going to send all these fields. See, here the point is, okay, we are not replicating the directly table data. We are not going to replicate the directly table data, okay, into the HANA database. We are going to replicate the Excel file fields. We are not going to replicate the Excel file. We are not going to replicate the table data. We are not going to replicate the table data directly. We are going to replicate the Excel file data. We are going to replicate the Excel file data. If you are going to replicate the Excel file data means what? See, you are going to replicate the Excel file fields into the target table. So here the point is what? While replicating the Excel file fields into the target table, you need to manually specify. You need to specify data types. You need to specify data types and okay, you need to specify data types. You need to specify data types and primary keys. Why means so? We are not going to replicate directly table. Okay, we are not going to replicate the directly table. We are going to replicate the Excel file data. Whenever you are going to replicate the Excel file data into the target table, into the HANA Studio target table, then you need to specify the primary key fields and field data types you need to specify manually. So see here, this is a primary key field. I'm going to, for example, for this field, for this table, I'm going to provide, I've just provided primary key for these three fields. Next, what I need to do, I need to specify the data types also. Here, mandatory. For example, I'm going to take nvar_char. See, actually in ABAP, we have the character. Character means if you specify the field name character, you can specify numeric and the numbers and the letters, both you can specify. But here there is no char. Here instead of that one, we have nvar_char. Nvar_char means you can provide, okay, combination of letters and numbers. For example, material number M001, customer number C001. You can give. How you can give if you specify the data type nvar_char. So I'm going to specify nvar_char. Belnor also nvar_char. Next, net price. Net price actually, okay, price means currency. But here we people are going to, okay, in HANA Studio, we people are going to give the, okay, decimals are integer. Okay, I'm going to give the integer. and date. But actually for the date data type, you can specify date data type here also. But if you specify nvar character, that's better. Why means if you specify the date data type, sometimes okay, you will get the problem because date data types are having the conversions, right? Like for different formats like YYY, MMDD, and YY MMDD. We have different formats. Okay. So if you specify the date data type, sometimes it may give the dump or something like that. So if you want to avoid that one in HANA, you can see, you can give the date, or else the best one is nvar character. You can give this one also. I date means invoice date, P date means payment date, priority, okay, low, high, like that. And interest means auto amount. It's a, for example, integer. Next, due days, that means number of days. For example, I'm integer. That's enough. Now see here like this, while replicating the Excel file data into the HANA database, we need to specify the fields, data types, and primary key fields. We need to specify manually as per the requirement. Then after see here, click on this here, just we replicating the fields, but okay, then the data, see Excel file having this data, output data. Click on next. If you click on next, see here, it will ask you, before going to click the finish button, you need to check your information. It's a source file, okay. Target table is this way. Target table is in best schema. Okay, perfect. So click on finish. Previously, there is a invalid table, right? Now see here, we replicate it. Now select and execute it. Now we got the data. Now we got the data. Okay, clear. See, in this way, we people can replicate the table data. Okay, in this way, we people can replicate the table data. Okay. As a ABAP on HANA consultant, everybody needs to replicate the table data like in this format only. But bots consultant and SLT, BODS or SLT consultant, they have different approaches. They have different techniques because their work is only data replication. But our, as an ABAP and HANA consultant, our work is not data replication. Our work is but before that, if you know how to replicate the data from other databases to HANA, it would be very good. 100%, it's mandatory. Nowadays, it's very important. It's mandatory. Okay. This is the, see, this is the data replication from other databases to HANA. You people are clear or having any doubts? You people are clear or having any doubts? Yeah, brother. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, clear or having any doubt, brother? Hello, waiting for your response. Clear or having? If you have any doubt, please let me know.
It's clear, Amit.
Clear, right? Okay. And in tomorrow's class, okay, in tomorrow's class, we people will discuss. Okay, in tomorrow's class, what we people will discuss means see here, and first step and second step completed. Once again, in tomorrow's class, I will repeat this first step and second step. Then after, I will tell you how to do the calculations using the native SQL queries. Okay, we'll go for the third step. Before the third step, I'll explain you how to do the first. Once again, I will tell you how to replicate the data from other database to HANA database. Once again, then after I will tell you the calculations using the native SQL queries. Okay. Clear.
Anil, this PPT will be shared with us, or how is it?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. I will share this one, but before that, I need to see. Once I complete this scenario, then I can share you with that. Okay, no need for it. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Any doubts?
No, brother, clear.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye.